Hey, everybody. Welcome back to Top 9 Podcast. My name's Tom Cassidy. My co-host is with me again, Adele Carollo.
Hi, guys.
What the fuck was that? What happened?
I felt like you looked down at my outfit.
What are you talking
I saw
about?
your eyes.
I saw
move.
it. Yeah.
No way.
Yeah, you
Yes.
scanned. You scanned.
You
first
scanned.
of all, first of all,
He scanned.
first of all,
There's a
what's
first-
funny is the funny thing is we got it on tape, and like I've never been more positive that I have
Yeah.
not done that.
But here's
I
what I-
literally turned to you and just said your name, you fucking psychopath.
You 100% scanned.
I think you did the no pupil movement scan, like you moved down in your peripheral.
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
You think I
You
should
guys are
just-
trying to jam me the fuck up. I got a wedding next year. What the hell's going on here?
I
You-
mean, it was
I swear to God, you're on thin ice, honey. All right, I swear. Like this is fucking.
Honey, this is full
Hey,
50s
hey,
workplace.
Give me a second, Toots. We want to give you a proper intro. Hey everybody, welcome back to Top 9 Podcast. My name's Tom Cassidy. With me is this fucking shiksa next to me, dressed like she's in a music video from 2002. Adele Carollo. Hey, Adele.
Hey, great intro, Tom. How are you?
Pretty good, pretty good.
Okay.
You know,
Our
pretty.
guests.
I feel fired up right now. All of a sudden, our guest is a very funny Mike Cannon, man.
How you doing? And good job on you. I don't know if that was intentional, but you kind of tipped the topic, saying what she was dressed like.
Oh yeah. I'm trying to give a little.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, you know, I'm all about that.
Yeah, this topic is going to be hard for me to relate to.
Why?
No.
Well,
a little bit.
A little bit.
No, but
I
I
have
could
some
see your
pushback
point
on
of
that.
view.
Yeah.
I could talk
a lot
about
of
it.
these, videos that we're going to talk about are back when you were a sex object. You know, now
No.
you're an older woman, and
I'm
people
still-
don't look at you that way.
I'm still
anymore.
a sex object,
Yeah.
100%.
For sure.
Feminism.
Yeah.
I just wanted you to say that you were.
Listen, the way I look at it,
You're acting like I'm looking at you at the beginning of the show. Holy hell. But yeah. Man, I don't know where to go from here.
I like this show already. I really do. The vibe, the dynamic, it's
Yeah.
good.
It's
we have like a banter thing going, but it's never been like a sexually harassed
dude.
banter. Like, where
This
this
is
coming
this is
from?
really this is how they get people, isn't
Yeah.
it, in show business?
Well, I got you all boned up before the show.
Uh-huh.
I sent you some footage.
For sure.
And, yeah, and you probably are
That's
just in
fair.
a weird headspace.
All right, so listen, Mike Cannon's a very funny comedian, one of the best in the city, baby. And his top 9 today is Mike, tell us.
My top 9, and it took me a while to think of a topic because you were like, "Hey, it's coming up on Halloween. Maybe think of something like that."
Some a
I
little
was like,
spooky, I said.
Yeah, we could have done candy, maybe costumes, but I don't know. I just feel like it's been done before. So for these, I haven't been able to figure out how to do this in any other forum. So I figured this episode was perfect. This is the top 10 music videos.
Hold on, hold the phone. This is top 9, baby.
Top
Rewind
9.
it. We'll fix it in post.
Subtract 1. Top 9 music videos that I jerked off to in middle school and high school.
Nice. See,
Yeah.
we do things a little differently around here. Some people do top 10, we do top 9, and we talk about what Michael used to jerk his little winky to.
That's right. When I first learned that you keep going.
Yeah.
You know? Did you
That's-
think that? I thought masturbation was just to get hard. Like I didn't know there was an end. I thought you just like looked at what you built.
Oh, yeah,
and we're,
yeah, yeah.
And we're pumped by
Admired
it.
it.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I think when you first started beating off as a child, it was just to do it,
Yeah.
and then nothing really came out because I guess you were too young to produce semen.
Yeah, you don't produce semen until adolescence.
Okay,
But I think people orgasm before that. It's just like a poof instead of a you know?
yeah, it's like a
It's like a magician disappearing.
yeah, it's like
Yeah.
Flonase, but a little less. Of
Yeah.
That's
the,
what you guys think
invasive.
the female orgasm is still.
No, I know that doesn't exist.
Yeah, what the hell are you talking about? We're not doing top 9 conspiracies. We're doing top 9 music videos that Mike used to beat off to.
You're like that. Yeah,
But
that's-
don't you feel? Did you do that? Because you just said you didn't. There was because we didn't have porn. I was born in '85. I'm 36 now. I got porn in 8th grade. Before that, there was like a 2-year gap where we really, it was like magazines that
That's
you found
what you
or
were
whatever.
working with. That's what you got.
Yeah.
But you have to understand, despite what Tom says, I'm around the same age. And
Yeah.
at that time, I wasn't masturbating. Maybe
Not
I
at
was
all.
like preteen, like getting ready to fuck. But
Yeah.
I wasn't fucking. And I definitely wasn't fucking and loving fucking.
Right,
That
right.
I'm masturbating.
Oh, because I didn't fuck first. I
Yeah,
masturbated
women.
almost
for the
as
most
a
part, girls-
scrimmage.
Well, no, that's
Of
not
course,
true.
everybody masturbates before they have sex, right?
I think women are different. I think some women find masturbation later,
After the penis?
after.
Yeah.
I got to know the percentage on that one.
It's probably low. Well,
Yeah.
now especially. But back then, I mean, like, we didn't grow up with any sex education at all. Like, it was more or less like, go into the woods with a hatchet and find the truth.
Skinamax was
Yeah.
probably my first
It was-
forte.
Howard Stern. Yeah.
That too.
Yeah.
But our sexual education was these over-sexualized music videos.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
they were pretty intense.
They
I
were.
watched them all today.
And they were intentionally trying to make little boys come. Like, that was the
I
whole
believe
thing.
it.
Yeah.
I wanted to be, like, I grew up so much on these videos that I also wanted to be like Justin Timberlake. Like, I saw the appeal in that immediately because I was like, the littlest I have to do to convince somebody to sleep with me is exactly what I'm like. I want the answer to be yes before we meet. So that was like the key to me because I saw TRL, Carson Daly, all that shit, and who they were dating in these videos, and I was like, well, that looks like the life for me.
Yeah, you remind me of JT, but it was like a little more edge.
And uglier. Like, I'm,
Yes.
I
mean, just because he's gorgeous.
I wanted to be Timberlake. I'm for sure a Fatone.
No, you're better than him.
Like a morph of both.
Maybe a JC Chasset.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I watched all of these videos today, and
Hence why you're filled with so much testosterone.
that's why I'm just
Coming in hot.
no. So I watched all of them today, and then I went to my computer just to I was typing something out, and I noticed I pre-came a little bit.
No kidding.
Yeah, and I think it
Nice.
was just from watching all of those videos.
So, but
I didn't-
how did you find that out from your computer?
It
Did
could
you...
have just been pee, but it just felt like a little.
Oh, so you had your hand on your penis just to gauge your body's response?
No. I wasn't even thinking of jerking off or anything. I just was watching the music videos. I went to go do something else, and I was like, I feel like I just pre-came a little from
Wow.
watching. Yeah.
What a hilarious experiment, though, is if you did just have your hand on your dick the whole time, and it's like the applausometer. You feel if your dick plumps.
Steady.
That's how
steady.
that's how you make your list.
Yeah.
Yeah, these music videos were like mini movies, storylines, great supporting actors, roles, people. It was,
Yes.
They were so good. Music
Yeah.
videos used to be so good.
Well, they put so much effort into it because that's what actually sold the video. Like, that was
Absolutely.
their business card. Now it's social media and streams and all that shit. So,
Yeah.
some people put work into it, but
Yeah,
not
your
too many.
So your music videos basically span from 1993 to about 2011.
yeah. So some of these I like. It's not my high school, obviously.
Most of them
but
are in
I
the
like
middle.
came out of I came out of retirement for a few of them.
Yeah. So earliest 93, latest 2011.
Yeah.
Most of them live in the 2001, 2002.
That's right.
when they were really pimping these broads out.
Oh my God, children.
Yeah.
They were children.
The one from 93 that we'll get into it's very goofy and confusing, but also the best video probably on the whole goddamn list. I think.
See, that's funny because I think that's going to be like actually the last one. Should I go? Should I say number
So we
9?
can start. I'm also trying to think of the best way that I can write this on Apple without getting taken down. So top 9 music videos that Mike Cannon pleasured himself to.
That I personally enjoyed as a teen.
Perfect. That's great.
That's
Yep,
not
that's what
bad.
we're going with.
One of the hand emojis.
yeah, with a waving hand and a bottle of lotion next to it.
Perfect. Coming in at number 9.
Number 9. So I was gonna actually say the one you were just thinking of, but I think the last one is probably Aaliyah. Are You That Somebody? And not for anything else besides it probably shows the least amount of skin. I just remember being like, those baggy pants, which are now obviously back in style. I think you're actually wearing a pair of them. And the bare midriff and the sports bra and how hot she was. I mean, even if she was a kid,
beautiful.
I was a kid too. I haven't watched it in a while.
Yeah.
But, that one.
You just watch that video like, who is that girl?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and the beat is so crazy.
I was thinking about that. You could actually beat off to the beat of that song. If I let this go, but yeah, it's one of the better songs. A lot of you really like to jerk off to choreography too. I've noticed.
Yeah, I think because I'm like such a show tunes queef. Like I've been performing show tunes and listening to show tunes since I was a child. My dad was an actor. Like my mom was into musicals. My older and younger sister are both musical prodigies, and I could carry a tune before like blunts in puberty.
Cool.
And so we used to I was just super into all that shit.
It's
Yeah.
something about when they kill a dance routine that is arousing. You're just
Oh, yeah.
when it like hits and it ends, you're like, oh,
Yes.
it gets your juices flowing. So
Absolutely.
apparently, it gets the blood flowing.
This
too.
might be this might be gay, but I think female athleticism is also wildly hot. And I think that type of dancing fits into that.
It's
Totes.
a really weird subsect of gay.
It is, right?
I like athletic women.
Yeah. I like impressive physical
You
feats by somebody
homosexual.
that I
How
can have
dare
sex
you.
with.
Yeah, well, an athletic woman. Oh my lord, Jesus Christ.
I just
yeah.
like a super jack chick.
No, yeah, absolutely. This is one of the better songs I think on your list.
Yeah, for sure.
And yeah, no, I like that you like choreography and the hot aspect of it. It shows that you're a complicated man
Yeah.
who likes to jerk off.
Oh, for sure. I do love that.
Yeah.
I've even still. Like
Yeah.
I'm Irish Catholic. I have a lot of guilt and self-hatred towards a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
Masturbation has never felt like something
I
that
was
I
gonna
shouldn't
be really
do.
disappointed if you said that like you struggle with it. I was like, come on.
Yeah,
no.
not even
Yeah.
like a little bit.
Okay, good.
Not a little bit.
I mean, it literally just gets the evil out too.
For sure.
Yeah.
I look at it as a mental health exercise as well as a physical exercise.
It's like a necessary evil that's not evil. It's just necessary.
and it's like
I don't really do it as much anymore, to be honest with you. I'm kind of out of the game. But I mean, as
No.
a child,
Really? Well, your fucking hands are so bony, it probably sucks.
yeah, that's what it is.
You feel like you're getting jerked off by a witch.
By the guy from Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yeah, Jack Skellington.
Yeah.
You probably dwarf your little thin dick
I
too.
literally just took my hands off the table when you started making fun of them.
You can reach 3 octaves on the piano
that's
from
good.
thumb to pinky.
That sounds like it would be a good jerk off then.
Oh man, no, I like my
Man.
short, stumpy fingers.
Where are you throwing those pinkies,
I, pre-
Tom?
I, pre-
Yeah, where are you reaching?
I
Yeah.
pretend it's Tilda Swinton's hands, and I do an accent.
Do you pinky touch too? Do you jerk and pinky touch?
What do you mean by that?
Because Adele just brought up a pretty interesting technique possibility.
Are you saying
is
you
that
keep
you
your
could be
pinky
wrapped?
out?
You could be wrapped around and still have the distance to touch your stink.
Like you're like drinking like a glass of like nice dessert wine or something?
Yeah, if that wine was in your asshole.
Oh. No, I don't really like asshole stimulation yet in my life. I don't know about you.
I'm not an in guy. I'm an around.
Okay.
Yeah, nobody's been invited in yet. Everybody's.
Gleam in the cube. Nothing wrong with it. Shout out to Timbaland. Coming in at number 8.
Coming in at number 8, Fiona Apple, Criminal.
I've been a bad, bad girl.
Oh my God.
Holy hell.
She's the whitest woman that I've ever been attracted to. If
Okay.
that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like all the other ones. I mean, Britney's on here and all that stuff, but they have like some curve and athleticism. She is
Like-
Daria White.
Totally, and
Mm-hmm.
like white trash, white, but like hot white trash.
Those eyes, I'll tell you,
Oh,
there's
it's
something.
crazy.
Yeah.
Man, she's just like, just this era of like 96, because like a lot of, like we said, a lot of it's like these 2001 like bubblegum broads.
Yeah.
Like these ladies, like in this era of 96, especially Fiona Apple, is just so like cool.
Yes.
Like she's a cool girl. She looks so cool. The video's so
It'd
cool.
be somebody you would brag about screwing.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
she's so cool. She's cooler than you, and you're like.
And she'd find out and then spit in your face.
Yeah.
Which would make that even hotter.
I've always liked her too, even when this song like came out when we were 11, because we're the same age.
Yeah, I think she's super young too, even in that video, which makes the rewatch more uncomfortable. But it's all within, like, I had sex with my wife when I was 15 years old. There are years where I had sex with her that are technically illegal to jerk off to. But because it was my own experience and I was also that young, I feel comfortable, similar to these videos.
Yeah, absolutely. It is. I mean, that's just she's older than you, and yeah, you're living in that moment in time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, good. We're on the same page.
I forgot to mention this episode is sponsored by Louis C.K.'s Fall Tour. So you can get tickets at louisck.com.
.net.
.net, sorry. Fuck, man. I lost that sponsorship. But yeah, man, I love this video.
Yeah,
too.
I like the lighting, the weird lighting.
Mm-hmm.
That's sexy. That's hot.
This is like a European porno for you.
Yeah.
It's classier.
It's
This
grown
one,
up. It feels grown up. It feels like we're smoking
She
cigarettes
wears
behind
a
the
lot
school.
of like silky tops, and you're like, think her nipple's gonna pop out at any moment. It's hot.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and she's like 17, I think, in this video.
she
or
is,
like
yeah.
somewhere in that area.
Mm-hmm.
And it's weird to even just be like, I'm being like, she's like the message of the song. Like,
Yeah.
she acts like she's like married to some guy, like she's like playing with some guy's emotions. But like, who is this guy? Is he also 17?
Well, that's what's crazy about like people like her, and then even maybe an Amy Winehouse, where they come out with this music. And Fiona Apple's talented enough. I'm sure she even wrote that. I don't know, but
think
I'm
she
sure
did,
she
yeah.
did. But like, they're old souls when they're 18 years old, so it doesn't even like register that they're that young, because you're like, I've been a bad girl, and and Amy singing some song, and you're like, you sound like you've been in a marriage for 12 years. Like, where are you getting this perspective?
Yeah. I feel like sometimes people die, like, to what you're saying. Like, Amy Winehouse, I feel like a part of the reason she died is because she was addicted to drugs. And
She loved drinking.
and she overdosed. But I feel like, and like, okay,
I think she drowned in her own body.
Whitney definitely did.
Yeah.
And Whitney's daughter. What the?
So sad.
Same sitch.
Drugs are bad, guys.
What the hell? But sometimes I think, and DMX died recently too, a little bit older, but still young.
Yeah.
Sometimes I feel like people live so much in the amount of life that they have that they
Yeah.
die just because they lived more than like some people live to be 100 and
Right.
don't live like a fraction.
Does
of their
Tupac
time.
seem like he was 25 to you?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Or Biggie, 24, 25? Like, those guys seemed like they were at least in their late 30s.
They're doing the most every day.
Yeah.
Like lots of life crammed into these few years. Yeah.
And I think the 90s just lended itself to that even more than now too, for whatever reason.
Right. Yeah, it was an aged
I
time.
think it's because those people were born in the 70s, and I think like for some reason people who were born in the 70s just have that like older feeling
their
too.
parents were still ripping butts while they were pregnant.
Yeah,
Just
that might be it.
unapologetically smoking.
I think this one is my favorite song on your list.
This the Fiona Apple one.
Yeah,
You know what? I think I'm right there with you, actually.
you can be nodding your head while you're taking yourself to town.
Yeah. But I remember like watching that on TRL, and all of these, there's like a certain time crunch in some of these videos where you wanna beat the clock. That's so to speak. And this,
Oh, okay.
the Bad Girl, for whatever reason, this song would always only play for like 30 seconds on TRL. I don't know if you remember this, but
I
they would
remember
play.
they would shorten some videos.
Some were full videos, some were short, and you're like, I just fucking waited the full hour to watch that horseshit clip. I can't pick up anything. I don't like. There's no internet to watch it. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's a time challenge.
Yeah, so this was like a real fucking, got to
Yeah.
get off the blocks. Huh?
This is so entertaining to me.
Yeah.
That's great.
Listen, I
Little
don't.
inside the actor's studio.
So you're-
jerking off edition.
So you're saying you never masturbated as a child ever?
I mean, I
Or as
feel
a
like this
teenager?
is a little embarrassing, but like, yeah, but like really young, like before I
Yeah.
knew what I was doing, I would like hump a couch.
That's normal.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So
yeah, but
there might have been a music video on in the background.
maybe.
Just Barney.
I think it was. I don't think I was watching anything. I think it was just all in my head.
Yeah.
And like felt good, and I just kept doing it.
That sounds great.
Okay. God bless. Listen, it'll get us a couple views probably. Coming in at number 7.
So this is the one. This is Aerosmith Crazy.
This was the movie
Yeah,
one on your
yeah.
list.
And more so to my point of like just like the people who were coming out at this time. This is 93. Fiona Apple, by the way, that album came out in 96. I think the video came out in 97. But this is
Right.
93, right? Liv Tyler is so cool, man.
She's so cool.
And she's 15 in this music video
Yeah.
at a strip club.
Yeah.
And
For
her-
her dad.
And her dad's the one singing the song.
Yeah.
What the? I know this
Yeah.
has been talked about before,
For
as
sure.
it should be, but what the hell's going on in that
her dad
family?
was a rock star. She matured quickly and fast, and she was exposed to more shit than our dumbasses in Queens and Philadelphia. Like they're seeing a lot of shit, and she's lanky, and her mom was probably a model, so she sprouted, and she got the attention of an older woman quickly, and it'll make you grow up real quick.
Okay. Well, yeah.
I explained it.
No, yeah, I agree with all of that. But also, I think so obviously 93. I was not jerking off at 8 years old. I found this. I forgot how I found this video, but somebody told me about it because like I was of the age where Empire Records came out, Clueless came out, and I was like, I'm jerking off to everybody. Stacey Dash, fucking
Alicia
Silverstone, Brittany Murphy.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, Donald Faison, like everybody.
Absolutely.
Just totally into it.
Mm-hmm.
And then
skateboarder
also,
kid.
yeah. Oh,
Paul Rudd.
Franklin and Bash. What's his name?
I forget his name.
Damn it.
He's been around. That kid played a teenager for 20 years.
He really did.
Yeah,
good for
there's a
him. He was
couple of
in
those people.
Road Trip. Also, Breckin Meyer.
Breckin Meyer.
God, I'm so happy
Good
about
actor. Yeah,
that.
good job.
And then Empire Records was what was it? What's her tits from Jerry Maguire?
Renee Zellweger.
Renee Zellweger. I almost said Renee Russo from Thomas Crown Affair.
Yes.
And yeah, Liv Tyler. I mean, smoking hot. The whole look, like everything I remember being upset. All my sister's friends growing up, like that's
Did you
just
have an
how
older
they-
sister?
I did. Yeah,
I did too. How much older was she?
4 years.
My sister was 7 years older.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I had constant like fantasies that one of her friends was gonna venture into my room and suck me off. Like I was convinced that was my life. Like
Yeah.
it was gonna happen.
Yeah,
and
I
it
mean-
never came.
I mean, it kept you going.
it really did.
Yeah.
Why not?
Oh yeah, it really did.
Yeah. I had an older brother too, and I remember his friend Stephen Bickings used to be like, "Hey, you should just go up to her friends and just grab their boobs. They're not gonna do nothing to you. You're young." And I
Hell
was
yeah.
like,
That guy is serving time right now. That is wild.
Hey, that's some early 90s stuff for you. I was a child. I was being taken advantage of.
Also, how old was the guy in this video? Because he was like Sean Hunter before Sean Hunter. He was a
cut
blonde
up.
smoke show.
Yeah, that was a good little thing at the end of the reveal when they went back and crazy was spelled in the wheat field that he left the
That was fun.
tractor.
Before computer animation.
They probably really did it.
Probably really
Yeah.
did it. Yeah.
Man, that must have cost a lot of money.
They kept fucking up. There's like 7 patches spelling crazy in the wrong way.
I like how they teased the store clerk guy the whole time, like, because he was obviously too old for them. And, like, they had to put that in there, that it was just a teasing thing going on.
He didn't even look that old. I think he was just happy that there was hot chicks in his place. And then
Sure.
they took naked pictures and gave them to
Yeah.
him.
I mean, that is kind.
He was a nice guy, too.
Yeah.
He was just
Imagine
ready
when the
to-
feds bust in and just arrest him
Child
for
porn.
pedophilia.
Yeah, these ladies really made people fuck up at their jobs.
That's right.
They stole a
Totally.
bunch of stuff from there. That guy ruined corn crops for fucking the whole entire season. But yeah.
They really look like friends. They killed that video.
Listen,
Alicia
and,
Liv, they were like besties. One had blonde, shiny hair. She was tossing around. One had brown.
And they're pretty far apart age-wise, right? Like, isn't Alicia Silverstone?
They're not that
like-
apart now. I think
Oh,
it's like
really?
a year or two.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I did actually a pretty good amount of research on this one.
I bet you did. I bet you did.
Yeah.
Each page is laminated.
But yeah, I just don't. It's like sometimes it's like right place, right time, and just like Liv Tyler that age in that time period is just I think like the coolest
Yeah. Yeah.
anyone's ever gonna be.
Agreed.
It
Probably.
was just cool.
And listen, I also went to Catholic school for 12 years, and like I understand that I have issues, but it's fucking weird that he had his daughter in that fucking music video, and it's cool that like she's, they're forward and models, blah blah blah. It's fucking weird.
It's weird. It is, because Dad's on set and he you cast your daughter in this sex object role. You got to eat it now when all the crew and everybody's looking, and then the video
Yeah.
premieres. Like, you're signing up for something, and it is weird.
Well, because it's also people are going to jerk off to it, and she's like a kid.
Yeah, he signed off on that.
Very
Like,
odd.
consent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, she wants to be an actress. What the fuck am I supposed to do? Get her lessons?
It's her dream.
It's a dream. She won't stop yapping.
But I guess running toward it, it's like people in Europe are allowed to drink wine when they're young, so then they don't become alcoholics.
Yeah, and that's
So
why they're
it's-
all 5'8".
Uh-huh.
I bet that's what he told himself. He's like, maybe if I let her,
Yeah,
she won't be a whore.
but anyway,
Yeah.
great song, great music video.
Yeah.
Coming in at number 6.
Coming in at number 6, I think this is Britney Spears. Oops, I did it again.
Yay, 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 yay.
Yeah. And that's mostly from the red
Outfit.
vinyl
Onesie.
suit where you can just see the entire upside down McDonald's arches that her vagina.
Yeah, this is from 2001.
Totally.
A billion served. She's probably got like a billion views on that video. But
For
yeah,
sure.
this is her second album, man. This is before she gets. This is like she's like the evolution of these people of like she's the schoolgirl in the first one. Now she's like a space whore.
Yeah.
And then in the one coming up, it's a little bit more even provocative. But
the next one that I have, you can see the light dimming. You know what I mean? Like this one, she's still full of like, this is awesome. This is great that this is happening. But yeah, and there's also like those moments where the camera's up on top and she's doing the knee switch. And like, I just remember being in 8th or 9th grade or whatever, just like getting so close to the TV trying to see her pussy. It was so ridiculous. These are the lengths you would go to before Pornhub and all of these readily available that have since desensitized me to everything. But it's like, that's how intense this must-watch videos were.
Yeah, there was no pause button or
nothing.
rewind.
Nothing.
No.
yeah, I mean, you really had to live in the moment.
You really
And
did.
I think that's I think we grew up at like the perfect time.
I agree.
Yeah. I mean, I have severe emotional and mental issues, so I don't know how true that is, but for sure.
Me too. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know what I'm saying half of the time. I don't know. Sometimes you just say something, you think it's true.
Yeah.
You don't know if it is or not. But if it's positive, you might as well believe it.
That's the key right
Yeah.
there, what you just said.
You're
Yeah.
not spewing hatred here.
That's right.
Yeah. But okay, for some reason I feel like I'm
Blind
just
optimism.
I think if I really like just keep going toward these emotions, I could start crying right now. I kind of feel it
I
coming
see it.
along.
I see it.
I have control, but like I could probably.
Dude, I could cry at a moment's notice. Like, I'm not even kidding. I have
really?
so many emotions backed up inside of me from being a repressed Irish Catholic child, and now having a son. If you like bring
yeah, I
up
can
butterflies
imagine.
with a perfect sunny background, I'll fucking cry right now.
Yeah.
I love it.
Movies do it, man. Yeah.
Yes, not even good ones.
I've never not. Just watched it again. It's my favorite movie, Lean on Me, Morgan Freeman.
Yeah,
Anytime that they sing "Lean on Me" at the end when they do the
Yeah.
test,
yeah, that's it.
there's no way I'm not crying.
Yeah. I
Anyway.
cried at Armageddon. Speaking of fucking dumb Liv Tyler, I literally, it's one of the worst emotionally non-grounded movies of all time. And
Yeah.
fucking Bruce Willis gives an awful, unblinking whisper speech at the end about how much he loves his daughter and the world and blah, blah, blah. And I'm sitting there like, I fucking get it, man.
But even that, we were like 12 or 13 when that movie came out.
I'm
It's
talking
perfect.
about now.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. It's fine.
Ah, she lost her dad. It's sad. I can
Yeah.
see crying to that
Yeah.
movie.
But yeah, it's another good music video. I don't want to talk about this one that much. Let's go to number 5.
Oops, I did it again. Why, you have a problem with this one?
No,
I mean, can we also just say that it has maybe one of the worst like breakdowns in the middle ever, where she like introduces the space dude
Yeah.
to like she bosses him around for a minute?
Oh yeah. That is, yeah.
I mean,
Just bad acting.
I remember being very excited for this video because, like you said, it's second album, first video from it.
Yeah.
We were like waiting on this video to drop.
This is a great Britney era because I think Crossroads was right before or during this. I think because Not a Girl, Not Yet a Woman, that was this. And then she was just Miss Hard Nips, No Bra all the time, and it was the best.
Yeah, it's interesting because I feel like people think that Christina Aguilera went that way first, but actually Britney went that way first.
What do you mean? Into like sex object?
Yes, in the more like I'm saying going from like, I mean, I guess Britney always was, even in the first one when she's like a Catholic schoolgirl, but there was
Yeah.
still a level of like, no. that
I
was
mean,
pretty
her
hoary.
parents just threw her to pedophiles. Like, I mean, her image immediately was cover a Rolling Stone, bra, phone, Happy Trail, low-rise underwear, like all that shit. And it's like,
Yeah.
she was fucking 15, 16 years old. That's like the craziest shit of all time, man.
I know. Yeah, it's nuts. That's what I think. Like, okay, so 93 was that one video. This is not 2001.
Yeah.
Being our age, I think it's cool to see, like, if we live another 20 years, to see what the fuck it's going to be in 20 years. Because it's so much
Insertion.
different now than it was.
Full insertion.
Or it just goes back though. It doesn't
Yeah.
always go fucking like the graphic.
Have you ever watched? Do you watch porn? Is this is this too much for you? I'm sorry. I didn't even realize how insane this topic of conversation is gonna be.
I just went with it.
No.
I never, when you sent it to me, I never looked back.
I can
was
take
like,
it. I got
listen,
it. I'm
is
off
what it is.
duty. This is fun, Adele. I'm
Off
cool.
duty.
I'm
What
cool.
are you, a cop?
No, meaning we're not like in my place
I'm gonna
of
put my
business.
stand badge down.
If we were in the club at work, all of us, and
Sure.
you talk to me about jerking your penises,
Yeah.
it'd be different than
I-
on a podcast that we co-host.
I
having
wouldn't
a
be
good time.
interrupting your job duties to say like.
Yeah.
So what's your favorite out of all
Yeah.
these?
Do you
out of
watch
these
porn,
9?
Adele?
Sure,
'cause
of
some-
course.
I mean,
Well,
I would
some-
hope so. You're
Yes.
a lonely woman.
I don't.
Ew, that's gross. You're mean. You're just mean
That's
to me.
part of the podcast. I don't know what else
Has
it
it
can
been
be.
talked about that you literally do the when you laugh?
No.
Oh,
That's crazy. Like a toy. I've never seen somebody laugh like that
like
in real
a
life.
dummy.
Like a toy.
Well,
Let's
I'm
try
sure
it.
I'll probably not do it for the rest of the podcast now, but we'll see.
Ah, hilarious.
Well, something on Pornhub they have now is they've edited old videos, old or new videos,
Okay.
and added just close up insertion. So they'll be like the sexy moments of one of these videos of oops, I did it again. And at like a part where it kind of looks like it could be sex, they'll just cut to two people fucking and they'll not show the face or anything.
Geniuses
and it
at
kind of looks
Pornhub.
like they've lit it the same. Like it looks almost perfect.
Oh my god.
It's great.
Who had
Yeah.
that idea in a meeting? Guy's a genius.
Whoever
He's
they
got a
are,
parking spot now.
he's still broke.
Yeah.
How do porn stars make money? I've never paid
OnlyFans.
for porn.
That's probably it. That's probably it.
Yeah.
Do you guys pay for porn?
No.
I would pay for OnlyFans if it allowed you to do like anonymous PayPal, but I'm not giving my credit card
To
Yeah.
one of these random internet
to
whores.
these. I just don't want them to have my name, man.
Yeah, no.
I feel
know?
guilty. I've never paid for porn.
That's the
honestly.
whole.
I should
That's
make
another
a
thing I have
contribution.
no guilt over.
No, yeah.
None. Enjoy my podcast. I'll enjoy your fucking.
Yeah, we do a podcast for free. What the hell?
That's fair.
Yeah, we're paying it forward.
That's right.
It'd be funny if they did the insertion thing you're talking about, like in a reaction video type of way too. Just put
Yeah.
it in the corner so you could still enjoy the video.
That's not bad.
It's yours, Pornhub. Coming in at number 5.
Coming in at number 5, I think this is probably gonna have to be Rihanna S&M.
Okay.
Yeah.
One of your later ones.
Later
maybe
ones,
2010,
yeah. That
2011.
I literally brought me out of music video jerk off retirement because you know at a certain age we've moved on. We have pornography. We've had sex. I've had sex. It's pretty exciting, and you know, so I have some memories that I can kind of go off of, or you know, anything on the computer ever. So that the idea to masturbate to a music video just seems you know so ridiculous. But every once in a while on the road, you know,
You want to go down memory lane.
you really do.
You want to reminisce.
Well, I thought, like, I wasn't writing. This is a while ago. I had, like, a 3-week just, like, clog where I couldn't think of anything funny, like, nothing. And so I was like, I'm watching porn. I'm being fed everything. I'm lazy. My brain's fucking lazy, man. It's not thinking of anything. It's not being creative. It's not forced to go outside of whatever my day is. So I just stopped watching porn and I watched, you know, some music videos and just pictured vaginas and then would go off of just memory like I was in
It's
7th
like
grade.
an exercise.
Exactly.
Like a brain exercise. I
That's
love
right.
it.
Yeah.
A little discipline, throw in some strategy. You're back, baby.
I wonder if anybody thinks about it on this level, like, or if I'm just
No,
like,
I believe Beethoven. That's how he
Yeah.
did his Ninth Symphony, actually.
It's making sense to me.
Yeah, I haven't been speechless on this podcast. I don't think ever, and this one just like really is. It's flooring me a little bit. I think we're really taking it to the next level here.
I could have come up with a different list.
No, it's good. I just
And I thought I didn't have nothing to
it's
talk
a
about.
good no.
Fucking thriving over here. Come
Yeah.
on.
No. What do you listen? It's a good video. I love Rihanna, man. She's the best.
I will
Yeah.
say, Rihanna, I will say this, is the sexiest
Mm-hmm.
pop star artist of our time.
Yeah, I really think that. Like, she
I-
could look at you and that's enough.
She exudes sex. She's so
Mm-hmm.
sexy. She's sex. Rihanna is sex.
Yeah. I wonder, that must, like, I mean, what a lovely way to go through life in terms of, I'm sure she's gotten quite a bit out of that, but also what a semi-nightmarish way to go through life, because I'm sure she's gotten a lot of unwanted shit out of that,
She can't
too.
turn it off, that's for sure, yeah.
Yeah, she's just smoking hot.
Smoking hot.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I guess now she has a team of people that are just a wall around her, so nothing like that can happen.
Yeah,
But,
like giant front line.
yeah.
Yeah.
She also, I think, goes out with A$AP Rocky right now.
Yeah, they're in love.
And I bring that up because I met him, and he was like, he to me reminded me of like Prince, like, and like he transcended like man or woman. So like they're a good couple, I think.
They probably just scissor.
Yeah. Where they just like look at each other in the eyes.
Yeah,
and just
maybe it's
come
beyond
from
that.
Yeah. Yeah.
That'd be cool. But she
Sure.
like, and not to objectify her, but she look like, if I were to build a fuck robot, like a machine whose sole purpose was to have sex in the best possible way, it would look a lot like Rihanna.
Yeah. No, I see that.
Yeah.
Like if they did another Austin Powers.
That's right. yeah. Those fembots were a little straight lined for me.
Yeah. No, she also has another weird aspect of this video is that she has Perez Hilton in a goddamn like gimp costume, and he's like a dog.
That's right.
So I like to imagine you kind of like jerking off to that a little bit
just
too.
a little Perez.
Yeah.
Just either to him or just his position.
Yeah. Yeah, you fucking spank him.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Come in. That was 5, right?
That's 4, I think.
I think that was 4. I have 4 more. Yeah, I have 4 more.
Even the one that you haven't told me yet?
Yes, that's right.
Okay.
Um,
Number 4.
So number 4 is Sierra Ride It.
This is also 2010.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So this is a late one too. Then I must have been. Oh, I'm out of college at that point.
2010?
Wow.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's one of those where like every time it even shows up on Instagram, you know what I mean? Like music videos now, that's kind of where they live, just little clips of them. And I'll go through that, and like my cock, like it's Pavlov's dog, will just rise up and start drooling.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the,
The bell.
dancing for me, Ciara. It's the dancing.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She moves like so sensually.
It does suck though that like I watch this and I know that jerking off is best for all of us. You know what I mean? Like even if they were in front of me doing what they're doing, it would behoove all of us for me to masturbate, because I can't have sex with somebody that's doing that for longer than a moment. Like I just feel like I've put my head into it. I've like visualized myself being there, and yeah, Sierra would not enjoy an evening with me.
This is the clip with no context at all. But
Do you think you could like show them a good time? You think you could show Rihanna an evening? I mean, I could in the sense that I'd go down on her for hours and she'd have an awesome time that way, and I'd gladly die under her labia. But as soon as I enter her, it's over.
Oh,
it's
yeah, okay.
over.
I got you. You're saying, just going in there would.
Yeah, it's
lights
over.
out. Yeah, I guess so. I mean, you're.
What if
That's the clip.
What if you jerked off before your date? Could that help you?
Then 5 seconds. It's 5. I mean, because we're not talking condoms.
I don't know.
Here,
I think
are we?
you may
Are we
be
wearing
putting these
condoms?
women on
It's
a
a
pedestal.
fantasy. There's no condoms.
There's no condoms. Then it's over.
I also think if you get a chance to have sex with Rihanna, probably you don't even think about condoms. Probably.
No,
right?
never once. She could
Yeah.
give me everything.
Yeah.
Everything.
Worth it.
She could give me the Delta variant through her vagina, and I would gladly go short of breath for
Yeah. Called bird flu from Rihanna.
that.
Yeah. No, I don't know. I think also maybe you're putting. She's still just a woman at the
For
end
sure.
of the day. Her vagina is still just a vagina.
What? Just a vagina?
saying
I
when,
could
when have you?
last-
When is a vagina just a vagina?
I'm saying I could last for like 12 pumps. So
12? I mean, dude, I'd have to curl my toes at 4 and just hope to God I'm lasting 8 more.
don't look at me.
Yeah, you're spending the whole time with Rihanna being like, stop being Rihanna.
Don't turn the music off.
Yeah. I'd definitely make her listen to like her song, like
Stop
work,
it.
work, work.
I'm
Yeah.
thinking of the original Xbox console right now. It's bulky and non-sexual.
It would have to be an evening. Like you'd have to have block time. By the 5th one, I feel like I'd hang on, but
Okay.
it would take a while.
Coming in at number 3.
Britney Spears, I'm a Slave for You.
Oh.
Yeah.
This is like also like it's funny. This is like her manifesting being run by her father.
That's right.
Yeah. that's
Yeah, he
interesting.
titled this for her.
I was just doing what you asked me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she's getting naughty in this one.
I mean, this is where you can kind of like it's getting into some pretty murky waters for her personally. It looks like. I think this is also around like Crimea River, like her and Justin Timberlake. That fantasy is fucking over with.
Yeah.
She's wearing a thong over leather pants, which has never been attempted before or since.
This is what happens when you make a teenager a sex object for 3 years.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
That's what happens when a 10-year-old does blow on a private jet.
Yeah.
That's what happens.
Yeah.
Oof, man. Yeah.
The snake in the video was very sexual
Oh my
around her
God.
neck. Might as well be your cocks. Yeah.
Yeah. I got to say, too, this is around.
Mike just said he'd get 2 pumps into Rihanna, and you're saying his cock's the size of a python?
Damn right. Well, no, that doesn't have anything to do with length.
Yeah, I don't know.
I got
feel like
a
it's
good
gotta-
dick. It's just useless.
I feel like I feel like they go hand in hand a little bit. But
This is also like this is prime me obsessed with midsections. Also, it's like I think for whatever reason that became bigger than butts, bigger than tits, like all that stuff. For
Oh, I
whatever
agree.
reason, midsection for me growing up was like it.
That video made every girl do crunches. Like we got down on the floor real quick.
Yeah, it's funny because that like makes girls like work to attain that. And I watched like the D'Angelo video, and I was like, I'm not black. Like, yeah, could never happen. Whatever.
how does it feel? What a great song.
Oh, with the driblet. You didn't masturbate to that? To the driblets going off his side abs, and like you could see
Is
the
that doing it
top
there?
of his pubis?
See, that's like sex. I wasn't there yet.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
too young to like.
To be fair, you're
Lust
a little
over.
older than us. So
Yeah, I
you
wasn't
might have-
lusting over his pubic hairs yet.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, that makes sense.
We develop a little bit later.
It's like more romance, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair enough. I saw D'Angelo live once. Really good.
I was just obsessed with the idea of having a
He's great.
boyfriend. Like I just wanted a boyfriend
Right.
at that age. Like not much has changed.
Hey, that's my line.
She just be-rabbited, yo.
Yeah.
Damn it.
I'm Terrence Mackey. Is that his name?
Yeah, you're Papa Doc.
Yeah. Man, Brittany Murphy was hot too.
Yeah, except like Sagalo says that sex scene in that movie is like the end-all be-all, and I was like, "What? You coming quickly in a warehouse with some chick? Like
With
you
a
want to?
beanie on?
Yeah, you want to bang a chick whose brother works at the place you're having sex with her at?
Yeah. That sounds like Sagalo's
It
dream.
really does.
Yeah.
I mean, he does eat Taco Bell over open trash cans in Chelsea.
Who doesn't want to have stand-up sex with some Timberlands on?
I mean, that's not bad. Good
Yeah.
grip.
But yeah, man, this is Brittany. She's fully functioning. She's really come into herself in this one. Holy hell.
Yeah.
God bless.
Dear God. Dear God. And also, I remember watching, this is when they made, do you remember that MTV show, Making It, or something like that, where they showed the behind the scenes of the video, and then at the end, they would premiere the video.
I remember her doing that with Lucky.
Yeah,
And she
yeah.
probably did
She
with
also
this
did
one,
it with
too.
this one, too. And I remember them saying, like, when they did that scene where, like, all of them are basically naked, sweating on each other, and, like, I remember when they were going to film that, they were like, we can't have any cameras in there. Like, everybody's basically about to fuck. Like, and I remember being like, forever. I'm remembering that forever.
You're like burned into my brain
Yeah.
forever.
Thank you.
Yeah.
She killed it on the MTV Music Awards with
Yeah.
the song too.
Yes.
She replicated the video and was really good.
Mhm.
On that too.
She must have like not eaten carbs for a while because she was. It looked almost uncomfortable, like Mac in Always Sunny shape. Like you can't sustain it. It's too good.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so happy she's free.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Well,
love Brittany.
You know, you got to be free up here.
I'm
you
gonna
know?
sign up for her OnlyFans, and I will absolutely give her my credit card once
Yeah, that's
she's
okay.
free to do
I
that.
think if it's Brittany. You
Oh
know,
my God,
Can't get too jammed up from her.
No.
No. Coming in at number 2.
Number 2, which typically would be number 1, except I forgot to send you the 9th one. I sent you 8 like an idiot. And I'm going to hold that for number 1, and I think it does a pretty good job. Number 2 is Christina Aguilera's Dirty.
Dirty.
Dear God.
Yeah. Well, see, that's the thing. I think people think that that Christina was the first to like go full whore, but I think Britney was. But Christina really just took it to another level.
She whored harder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those chaps. I remember that Halloween. I was Googling
Oh
chaps.
my God.
All I wanted to do was wear that costume.
And I actually prefer thicker Christina Aguilera, like later in life, but I do think, I mean, her body then was so crazy, and that was one of those videos where you were hoping to beat the clock, and it's always tried it before Redman. Before Redman, I think he comes in somewhere around like 2.5 minutes.
Yeah, and then you just have to pause. Or jerk off to Redman.
Yeah, or just try to look past his head.
Yeah, he's around a bunch of chicks.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember people make fun of, like, as a child, this just came into my head, of like, you jerk off to a guy having sex with a girl? That's gay.
I have never heard
You
that
ever heard
once.
that? I
No.
remember someone saying that to me once.
That's the best.
So funny.
That guy's gay.
That's
Yeah.
why I need this sounds awful, but that's why I need a white guy in my porn, because I put myself on his dick. Like, it's got to be my dick. You know what I mean?
So yeah, you're just
It's-
that's what it is.
it's
You're
the only
putting
reason.
yourself into that position.
Yeah, I just can't. I'm not the black guy.
Sure.
As much as I pray.
Yeah, he's pumping more than 3 times.
Yeah, and it's huge.
Yeah, this man, I remember when this video came out. Like
Yeah.
like not even just when it came out. I remember when they like debuted it. I think it was like on a weekend even. I feel like it was like a Saturday. They were like, this is a special. Like they did like an episode around it almost.
They were smart. I mean, I'm sure TikTok has something like this that we're not aware of, like their debuts or whatever that are a big deal to kids.
Yeah.
But this was like centralized media where MTV, everybody was aware of it. Even if it was just for kids, all the adults knew what was happening anyway. You know what I mean? So it was nationwide. When this shit would drop, it was like a movie premiere. And then, then the parents would just have to deal with the windfall of their 12-year-old daughters or whoever Googling chaps and just be like, that's what I want to be for Halloween. And it's like, you can't show your pussy. You're 11.
Yeah. You can't write dirty across your ass.
Yeah.
Like, why not?
Was dirty written across her ass
Yes.
too?
Oh yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah. And it was the boy short era where I think that was like the first time I was shown that.
Yeah.
Like thong were a thing and it was incredible, and regular whatever 90s high cut was a thing, and I knew all about that and it was amazing. And then you see them in the underwear you're wearing and you're like, I don't know what's happening.
Yeah.
It's just awesome.
Absolutely. Jersey was because she's from Jersey, I think, or she might actually be from Pittsburgh.
I don't think she's from the East Coast.
Yeah, I'm
I feel
almost.
like she's like country bumpkin a little bit.
I liked when she was like, I'm Puerto Rican, and then like turned it up. Like that was my favorite Christina Aguilera. The genie in the bottle, she could have been a cast member of the OC. Like she was just a typical
That's
whitey.
how she
Yeah.
penetrated the industry, and then she's like, "Oh, but this is me for real."
By the way.
Yeah, I mean the song's called "Dirty," and it could just be called "Mike, you can jerk off to this."
Before Redman gets here.
I'm glad they went with "Dirty." It just seems it's a cleaner title.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then yeah, man, it's really something. It's got like a Fast and the Furious vibe to it too. Like they're all just like she's fighting someone.
Yeah.
Right.
Too.
Was it herself? It wasn't.
No, it was just some other whore.
Yeah, they're fighting, they're sweating, they're grunting, they're dancing. The whole thing.
Yeah, and I remember they did the making of this one too, and they
yeah.
showed like they're like, Christina's been taking this very seriously. She was a fighting coach, and it's like, who cares, man?
But that is part of it, though.
Yeah.
Like, that's part of the reason why you like it so much.
No, absolutely, and it's
know?
also the reason. Like we're joking, obviously, with the horse stuff, but it's like I have never subscribed to that shit ever because I have always been wildly grateful for women like her that were just, yeah, man, hey, this is what you want. You pussies said you wanted this. Let's go. And
Yeah.
it's like, who would have a problem with that?
Hey, you don't make apologies. You
Yeah.
tease me all the time for my thirst traps. You can't make apologies
No.
for thirst traps.
Who teases that? Keep them coming. They're
First
great.
of all the time.
As a married guy, I can't like them, but keep them coming.
yeah, it's just not. It's not a good look. You can't like it.
Yeah, can't like them, but they're
Yeah.
great.
That's fair.
Yeah, you can't. You can like them, but you can't like them.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just how it goes. I'm not looking at you for the rest of the episode. I'm not getting fucking jammed up. Listen, yeah, man. There was no hand sanitizer on this set. Not that much. There was just lube.
That's right.
She even put like the dark hair in her blonde hair to
Yeah.
be like, I'm changing. I'm making
When she
this
goes down too, it's just so aggressive. Like the moves are so aggressive. You know?
Yeah. I bet
really-
I could. I feel like she's so that, like the aggressive type. I bet I could last a while with her because I'd be confused. You know what I mean? Sometimes
yeah.
sometimes girls,
Turkey
or at least
jerky.
in my past, so I don't know what's out there now, but girls in my past have been doing almost so much where I'm like, I don't even know
Yeah, you
what
lose
this is.
the momentum.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
just, like,
There's
Yeah.
thrown off.
there's no synchronicity.
Yeah.
Yes. Before we get to your number one, I'd like to just say one that I like that that
Left
is
off
kind
the
of
list.
that is kind of the opposite of these things, but also the same. And I'm going with, and she's been mentioned many times on this podcast before, Shakira, whenever, wherever.
I had that on a notable, like a what is it called? Mention
Honorable mention.
honorable mention.
Honorable
yeah.
mention. Well, because listen, she's around the same age as these broads too.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like because I watched that video, I feel like all those girls are girls trying to be women.
Yeah.
And she's just a woman, man.
Yeah.
And like she's doing a lot less with more almost. Like they're just like, like I said, like Christina's like herking and jerking and
Yeah.
the lube's going everywhere.
Right.
And like Shakira's just like
Shakira just
gyrating
threw culture at us.
a little bit with like
Yeah.
horses going by her on a green
Uh-huh.
screen, and it's just like
Moved her hips slightly in a way that is not that popular in America yet at the time. And everybody was like, I've never seen anything like that.
Yeah.
Holy shit. What is that? Her ass is perfect. Her midriff, again, huge thing for me, whatever.
Yeah.
Her face is gorgeous. She's like blonde. She's making direct eye contact with the camera.
dude, I made direct eye contact with the camera when you were doing that explanation.
Damn
I
right.
think it was just because of that. Yeah.
That's
Quite-
always a female thing. Like, that's why Kim Kardashian's sex tape was ruined for me because of Ray J's incessant eye contact with the camera. Like, you'd try to get going, and then he'd just stare down the barrel and be like, I know y'all jerking off to this. It's
Yeah.
like, I was attempting to.
quite provocative.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember watching that video with like my friend in like college that was a girl that I was like, I'm not sure if I can go with this girl, but she liked that video so much that I was like, I don't have a shot with this bro.
Like
Ray J.
the
She-
Ray J one?
Yeah,
Oh,
because
yeah.
she was just like, oh my God. I was like,
Yeah.
"All right, I
Well, his
guess
dick like
could-
dog-legged like a golf hole.
we can be study buddies. Holy hell. So this is it. This is the thrilling conclusion,
Yeah.
the climax, if you will. Mike Cannon's number one music video that he likes to enjoy.
Enrique Iglesias. Escape.
Is there a girl in that video?
Anna
His
Kournikova.
wife, his
Ah.
now wife.
His
And
now-
is that how they met?
That is exactly how they met. And he's
Baller.
like so pretty. He's like a chick dude. Like he's so dewy and just smooth and shit. And I think he still had that just absolute crater on the side of his nose, which was inexplicable that they didn't just lop that off before he came out.
Yeah.
And Anna Kournikova is at the absolute peak of her powers in the sense that she's losing every high profile tennis match but being wildly hot while doing it.
Yeah.
And the two of them just sweating on each other from completely different cultural backgrounds. Who doesn't masturbate to that?
That's something for everybody. Yeah. I was glad that you had 8 because I wanted to think like the 9th was like some dark thing that you
Yeah,
didn't
Dark
wanna,
Horse.
didn't want to acknowledge, like a Ricky Martin video. So, but we came close with Enrique Iglesias.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I would have sex with both of them.
What a baller way to like find your wife too, and the way that you should do it if you're Enrique Iglesias. Like, let
Yeah.
me get the hottest tennis player in the world, put her in my video, and let's just get married and have children.
That's right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there was no audition for that video. He like picked her.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
think
yeah,
he
yeah.
was hired by Wimbledon to get her to retire. Because they were like, she's so hot, she could be a spokesperson forever. We just got to get her people to forget how bad at tennis
Yeah,
she
yeah,
is.
yeah. Did she win it all?
No, I mean she was good. I'm just bullshitting,
Sure,
but she was like,
yeah,
she'd get knocked out in tournaments and shit like that, and she was supposed to be like Maria Sharapova good, like
Gotcha.
where she was winning Grand Slams and all that stuff. But she had always just fallen short, so people were, you're just a pretty face, and it's like, she's still a pro.
Yeah.
Like you're just wildly attracted to her and thought she was
Yeah.
as good
I
at
was her
tennis
for
as she is
Halloween
hot.
one year. Actually, speaking of Halloween costumes, I was Anna.
No kidding.
What
Yeah.
year?
Probably like 2002,
Okay.
a long time ago.
She also
Nice.
makes a great cameo in Me, Myself, and Irene.
haven't seen that in a
She's
while.
the girlfriend of the old dude at the hotel when they're like trying to find. I almost said Tom Green, Jim Carrey in the motel, and then they come outside and they're like, the guy's like silent, old as shit. She's young next to him, and she's like, I was laying in bed with my boyfriend Skeeter, and we heard the noise. And he's like, are you Skeeter? And he's like,
Amazing.
Did I do that laugh
She
thing that I
doesn't.
did?
I feel like
I don't know.
she doesn't.
I'm sorry I
talk,
pointed it
talk
out.
much. She reminds me of like the quiet type. Like even in the video, I don't think she had any lines. She
Yeah.
just was like,
Well, yeah, I mean, it's like, why,
tight-lipped.
if you're really good at tennis and you're super hot, why would you
Why would you
talk?
talk?
well, and I think
Or
she's like
have-
from
or
Russia.
a reason. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, so who knows what her upbringing was like? I'd be interested
Uh-huh.
to know, but
Yeah.
you know, from what I hear.
I bet it was strict.
Yeah. But strict with weird like modeling outs. Like there's
Yeah.
so many young models in Russia. You know what I mean? And then also kidnapped Russian sex slaves.
Mm-hmm.
Russian women are so beautiful. Like,
Top
yeah.
9 Russian sex slaves next week on Top 9 Podcast.
I'll be back.
It's crazy they're still together too. You would think that would be a fleeting thing, but they.
I don't think they even
just
got
had-
married.
They just had babies, like
Yeah.
more babies
Mhm.
recently.
I think it's probably they never got married. So
It
that's
was
why
a
it works.
secret?
Yeah.
Mhm.
They did the Tim Robbins and Susan Sarandon. But
Okay.
they broke up. Yeah, that didn't work.
Well, good for them. Well, what an episode, man.
So fun.
I thought it was great. Maybe the best one yet.
Oh, I had a great time. So
Yeah, I feel weird. almost
Yeah, I really
cried.
feel like I came in here and came in
I
here.
feel a little hot and bothered. I
We
don't
actually
know
we
why.
have 4 minutes left. If you want to try, if we could throw one of these music videos on the video
Yeah,
screen.
we'll just watch it with our mouths open.
No, I was gonna say you could beat off onto the table.
I mean, you could also like, honorable mentions are like all Rihanna videos basically. The work video where she's like twerking in a puddle for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. I mean, she's brilliant in the sense that she almost builds her music around strip clubs. So some of the hits are just like, what's going to work
Yeah.
in the strip club? What's going to make these dudes throw money at these
Yeah, and the best
ladies?
version of it, like not in a skeezy way
Exactly.
or anything like that.
No,
It's
not like
good
she's my cherry pie. Like it's fucking whack, 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 whack.
Yes,
It's all female empowerment.
Empowerment.
Yeah.
Yeah. You want to feel sexy, you do, and you're just like, yeah, bitch, pay me.
Damn right. Peg
know
me with a
what?
ball of ones.
Female empowerment. That's where we'll leave it today.
That's what this show's about.
Absolutely,
That's
it
what
is.
these videos are
Sure,
about.
sure, we joke around a little bit, but we mean well. I have a goddamn female co-host. Don't try to jam me the fuck up, all right? I'm cutting this out. Mike, where can the people find you?
MikeCannonComedy.com for tour dates. I'm all over the road for the end of the year. I'm going to be in New Hampshire, Texas, North Carolina, back to Austin, Boston, you name it, all over the place. MikeCannonComedy.com. And then I have a special on YouTube called Life Begins. It's at Mike Cannon Comedy on YouTube. And my podcast, Here's the Scenario, with Feeney, Sagalo, and myself. Super fun. It's hypotheticals, just easy.
Awesome, man.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for coming.
Thanks for having me, and I'm sorry.
No, don't apologize.
I had
Adele?
so much fun. Yeah, check me out on Instagram, Lavoro_Adele. Come see me at the stand, see some shows. We have a fun Halloween weekend planned for you guys. I spent a lot of time decorating, but I love it. Labor of love.
Maybe the warmest human being on earth to walk into a club and see.
Oh,
Adele.
I'll take
I
it.
genuinely
it's like
mean
my
that.
home,
Mhm.
and I just welcome you all. I love it.
A big smile every single time.
Come see me.
TomCassidy.com. Cassidy Comedy on Twitter and Instagram. Top 9 Pod.
Yes, every
On-
Tuesday, new episodes. YouTube, Apple, Spotify. Like us, subscribe, make comments,
Write
say
a review.
hello.
The subscriptions are going up a little bit. Thank God. We're on. We're taking it every week at a time, and we're not going to stop. So
He wants
you
to
know
fire
what?
me, so subscribe and comment that you love me. You don't want me to go.
I got a New York Comedy Festival show coming up at
Yeah.
Brooklyn Comedy Club. It's on November 10th at 8 p.m. New York, Adelphia. So come to that. That's in a couple weeks. Mike, you got a New York Comedy Festival show too, don't you?
No, I'm on the road.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I love
fuck
that we can go on the road again.
Thought it was-
I know.
Congrats,
Thank
Mazel.
God.
It's amazing.
Thank
Yeah.
God.
Have fun.
And I'll be
safe.
filming my hour at the end of the year, I think. So keep an
Awesome.
eye out.
We'll talk about
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Sure.
For real. Thank you,
Mike.
Mike.
Thank you.
Thank
Thanks,
you
Adele.
so much.
We'll see you
Bye,
next
guys.
week. Top 9 Podcast.